Welcome to 5-Minute Adventures in Risk and Resilience, the Steel City Re podcast on managing reputation risk. Today's episode, succeeding in a world where every business is in the software business. The risk officer at a major healthcare company brought sobering statistics to her meeting with the company's chief information security officer. 43% of the most recent cybersecurity incidents across all industries originated at software or service vendors. The costs of half of the most recent events exceeded coverage limits, and the insurance coverage she'd secured was loaded with exclusions. And yet her CFO had concluded that the benefits of any additional protections did not justify the higher premium costs. And then, after Change Healthcare suffered a massive cyber attack, which erased $30 billion in value and triggered a regulatory investigation of its publicly traded parent, United Health, one of her company's largest institutional investors announced that it wanted to understand the firm's strategy for strengthening financial resilience. This risk is affecting all of us, the top security officer said as the risk officer nodded in agreement. Investors are having a hard time figuring out which firms are serious about cyber risk management and which are phoning in their solutions just to be compliant. Exactly, agreed the risk officer. To the cynical, not having an adverse event just means you're lucky, and experiencing one means you're asleep at the switch. But there's this new strategy, reputation risk management, that can help us get credit for strengthening our resilience to such events. The risk officer went on to outline a 3-pronged strategy to boost the firm's reputation by giving transparency to their cybersecurity program. First, investors will recognize that if we are using our captive for reputation risk, we have figured out how to value, measure, and mitigate that risk. An NDBI policy is ideal here. Second, let's prove that our insurance and risk management processes are rich in risk management by improving our risk forecasting and intelligence capabilities to the level expected by our stakeholders. And third, let's authenticate the quality of our captive operations and risk management processes by reinsuring the captive with an all-risk outcome-linked parametric cover, which could potentially replace some existing excess coverages. Investors know that parametric policies will not be written for firms that are bad risks. Well, it didn't take long for the Chief Information Security Officer to write up a short memo and circulate it among the C-suite for comments. The legal officer affirmed that the strategy would augment D&O defenses. The communications officer said that investors and employees would appreciate that her strategy increased the protection of cash flow. And the CFO believed that, besides giving comfort to the board, it would help secure better rates with the bond and open insurance markets for a broad range of casualty products. The information security officer circled back with the risk officer. The C-suite likes it. It has the word strategic written all over it, and that speaks to their sense of sophistication. And personally, he added, I like that we have a way to get credit for all the cybersecurity systems we've implemented, but equally, I like that this also gets us some excess insurance coverage for a really bad event. I like that the CFO changed his mind, the risk officer added. With reputation risk forecasting, management, and insurance, Steel City Re helps companies build and prove to stakeholders their thoughtful risk management and dutiful governance over all that is mission critical. It is an authenticated story stakeholders can appreciate and value.